On the farm's kitchen table. I'm Larry Marble. Hop Sing is about to make us a big old heaping helping of great food, and I'm going to provide us a bunch of agricultural information. Thanks so much for joining us on this edition of the program. We appreciate it. We're brought to you each and every day by the good folks at D&D Farm and Ranch. That's ddtexasoutfitters.com. Neighbor, let's take a look at our corn, bean, and wheat movement, courtesy of John Tuggle & Company, Corpus. While there are forecasts for rain towards the ends of the week in Argentina, the hot, dry weather continues. Managed money funds currently holding near record short positions in the corn and bean futures. We're covering some shorts yesterday as the soybean futures down early closed up 7. Corn futures saw trade on both sides, closing unchanged for the day. It is unusual to see these large speculative funds short this big in quality at this point of the year, as they've historically liked to be long futures ahead of the spring planting in the U.S. The U.S. dollar is up to its highest level in the last 3 months, adding a drag on the export of commodities. On a positive note, USDA announced an overnight flash sale of U.S. corn to Mexico, 6.1 million bushel. Corpus Christi's Public Elevator and ADM opened this week from 7 a.m. to 6:45. Anderson's is open this week Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. And Timco is open this next week only on Tuesdays and Thursdays, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. For help marketing your grains, it's 361-852-5207. That's John Tuggle & Company, Corpus Christi, Texas. We're on the line with Henry Pickett, Abilene Livestock. It's Monday evening, looking toward a Tuesday sale day. What's it looking like now, Henry?
It's looking pretty good right now. We've got a little over 700 total cattle with about 200 cows. We've got some really nice consignments tonight. We've got 40 head of Charolais cross calves off of one ranch weighing 4 to 650. There'll be steers and heifers. They've had one round of shots, and there's another set of 40 head of black calves off a ranch. It'd be steers and heifers weighing in the 550 range. There's 25 head of really nice, probably replacement quality heifers. They're probably weighing 750. 30 head of blacks, reds, and shars, steers and heifers mixed. They're weighing right at 500. Then we got 15 really nice black 4 and 5 year old cows. They're pregnant on tonight. Hopefully they'll be 4 to 5 months bred. That'd really be nice to go back to the country. Then there's 25 mixed colored steers and heifers. They'll probably weigh from 7 to 7 and a quarter. And then we've got a set of 25 head of nice weaned steers weighing 750 to 800. They'll be long weaned and ready to go to the feed yard.
Sounds like you got a great start to a good sale. You folks are listening to us Tuesday morning. We're talking Monday night. Henry, tell everybody how to get a hold of you.
We can be reached at the barn at 325-673-7865, or my cell number is 940-733-8208.
Henry, y'all have a good sale. You folks get on down there and buy some cattle. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Neighbor, let's take a short look at your meat moves. We'll begin with the National Pork Carcass cutout value. Looked like it fell 80 on Monday at 87.60. USDA reports federal hog slaughter 490,000 head for Monday. That compared to 492 last week and was up from the 478,000 head during the same week last year. As we look toward the national average base hog price, it fell 48 cents on Monday to 62.01. Neighbor, let's look towards something that most of us are more familiar with, the cattle side of the meat and protein equation. USDA's wholesale box prices firmed on Monday, 40-cent increase for the choice, a 30-cent increase for the select. The federal slaughter 125,000 head, while last week was at 125, and the same week last year was at 118.5 in thousands of head. Looks like USDA cited good demand at OKC's feeder auction, 49% steers, 50% heifers, 61% of the feeders listed as calves less than 600 pounds. Doesn't look like we've made any move at all on the fat side or on the side hot and hanging on the rail. Neighbor, we'll be back with more down on the farm after this. We're on the line with Benny Cox, producers in Cargyle, San Angelo, Monday evening, looking toward a Tuesday sale. What's it looking like, Benny?
You know, we had almost about 7,400 last week. Looks like it may be that big again this week. Don't need for it to be much bigger bigger than that. But anyway, yeah, we had a good many sheep there at 4 or 5 o'clock. It looks like it sure could be as big, maybe a little bigger than last week. A lot of trailers and stuff. We've got one set of ewes. They should be open. They took the bucks out in August, they said. I didn't see anything that looked real piggy. They're real fleshy. They come from up around Muleshoe, some of that, under some pivots and that, and they're real good flesh. But I think there's like 69 baby twos and 241 solid mouths. They're nice. They're nice set. Sure all fleshy. But anyway, we've got lots and lots of lambs again this week, looks like.
Good. Quality of the livestock look good?
Yeah, they just keep being good. I guess people are feeding a little bit. Of course, we had some fall rains that germinated a bunch of these winter weeds and that. Most of the stock's, really good shape. Yeah.
Well, good. Well, we'll speak with you again in the morning, see how many you've caught right before sale time. Tell everybody how to contact you.
They can call me at 325-234-4277. Office, same area code, 653-3371, or they can look at the web, which is producersandcargyle.com.
Benny, right quick, remind them about the special replacement sale coming.
Yeah, for those, we've got 3 sales. I'll tell them about it. We've got a calf sale slated with, in conjunction with this Thursday sale. Then we got a cow sale after that. Placement sheep and goat sale will be on March the 23rd. That's a Saturday. I've got a good many goats consigned already, and numerous hair sheep type, actually a few bucks and billies also for that. If they've got anything to consign that deal, they need to holler at me. It's a consignment only sale. They must call to consign, and there's some rules and regs that kind of surpass what we see at a regular sale, so they need to holler if they want to do that.
We appreciate it, Benny. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Larry. Talk
Bye-bye.
to you tomorrow morning.
Neighbor, don't forget about the good folks at Wholesale Steel, store out on 16 in San Antonio and one in Hearn. Just arrived 4x2x20 welded wire panels available in 4-foot or 5-foot height, professionally and lovingly loaded by the trailer staff there at Wholesale Steel. How about heavy-duty pasture gates, decoil tubing, prime structural tubing, no-climb wire, continuous fence panels, all of this and more at Wholesale Steel and their dealers. Don't forget about standard duty panels, 5x10 panels, $135, 6x10 panels, $155. Call 210-624-2000 or 2 3/8 pipe for $60. 2 7/8 for $65. That's Wholesale Steel, San Antonio and Hearn. For more information, go to wholesalesteelsa.com or go to 18840 State Highway 16 in San Antonio. Call 210-624-2000, wholesalesteelsa@gmail.com. We are on the line with Klein Spear, Southwest Livestock Exchange Uvalde. It's Monday evening, looking toward a Tuesday sheep and goat sale, Thursday cattle sale. Klein, let's talk about it all.
Got about 125 goats this evening, Larry. Going to catch a few in the morning. Probably weather's pretty good. Probably have around that 500 head range, something like that. Look for that market to be a tick better again this week as well. So should be a good sale tomorrow on Tuesday.
Good. Thursday come cattle day. What do you see?
Got several guys out working. Market's awful good. So I figure we'll probably have around that 600 head range, something like that. And sure an awful good market to be selling on if you got some ready.
It sure is. Any moisture to speak of since you and I spoke last?
Pretty light. A lot of places just got a few tenths to a half inch. A few lucky guys around here caught up to an inch and a half. So still in better shape than we have been, but always use a little more.
That's right. What are y'all doing on the farm right now that's keeping you busy there?
Mainly just kind of watching these cattle we got on the rye and the wheat, and then kind of getting some guys ready to start fertilizing and planting some corn and some cotton here before too long. So kind of just almost springtime.
Good. When will you try to put corn or cotton in the ground?
I think that corn's going to kind of depend on the weather. It looks like in about 2 weeks, and if it looks like the long range looks good, probably get started somewhere around there. If not, we'll be ready as soon as we get a good stretch of weather.
Good. Well, tell everybody how to get a hold of you, Klein Spear.
Give us a call at the office, 830-278-5621, or my cell phone, 830-591-3241.
Be careful, and we'll talk with you after the sheep and goat sale.
Thank you, Larry.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Neighbor, let's talk about a helpful website, McCoy's Building Materials, McCoy's.com. McCoy's delivers. You can track your order in real time. Expanding your livestock operation? Contact Cliff Mullinax. He can help. He's the agricultural specialist. 83 stores, now 86 stores in 3 states. And remember, you can shop by category, whether it's building materials or farm and ranch, doors and windows or nuts, bolts, and fasteners. How about heating and cooling and ventilation items, hardware, paint, lighting and ceiling fans, kitchen and bath, pipe and pipe fittings, plumbing, storage and organization products? Why, if you needed a wall-mounted pellet stove, they've got them. And you can buy online, pick up in the store, and go build something. They've got a store near you Find it at McCoys.com. That's McCoys Building Materials, McCoys.com. We're on the line with Sean Geiswhite, Gillespie Livestock, getting ready for Sheep and Goat Sale Day. Sean, what's it looking like for Tuesday?
No, we've got about 1,800 on the yards right now. Larry's still kind of early, hoping us to be some more roll in. So kind of thinking somewhere around that 25 to 3 on the sheep and goat end and cattle end. Kind of thinking somewhere 1,000 to 1,400. See how they roll in tomorrow. But sure ought to shape up to be 2 good sales in Fredericksburg on Tuesday and Wednesday.
Good. What's the shape of the sheep and goats like, body condition, etc.?
No, quality looks good. Got quite a few kids, kind of some long kids, fixing to crack over the yearlings, but got quite a few kids as far as the numbers that shape up there right now. There's 300 off of one bunch and a couple hundred off of another and a couple hundred off of another. So mostly kids, not very many lambs.
All right. Have you heard of any cattle consignments yet?
No, there's been some people call. The market was pretty salty last week, so I'm sure we'll get some numbers because of the market. And of course, we had the 2 weather outs. I said the front part of the month. It would have been January when we got started back up. So, anyways, last week was our had good weather and had a few more numbers. And this week the weather looks good, so sure ought to double up and catch up again and catch a few more numbers.
Good. Maybe somebody will want some of those $4 calves, and we can sell them for them.
I hope so.
Tell everybody how to get a hold of you.
You can reach us at 830-997-4394.
Sean, thank you a bunch.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Neighbor, don't forget about the good folks at Wholesale Steel, store out on 16 in San Antonio and one in Hearn. Just arrived 4x2x20 welded wire panels available in 4-foot or 5-foot height, professionally and lovingly loaded by the trailer staff there at Wholesale Steel. How about heavy-duty pasture gates, decoil tubing, prime structural tubing, no-climb wire, continuous fence panels, all of this and more at Wholesale Steel and their dealers. Don't forget about standard duty panels, 5x10 panels, 135, 6x10 panels, 155. Call 210-624-2000 or 2 3/8 pipe for $60. 2 7/8 for $65. That's Wholesale Steel, San Antonio and Hearn. For more information, go to wholesalesteelsa.com or go to 18840 State Highway 16 in San Antonio. Call 210-624-2000, wholesalesteelsa@gmail.com. And we're on the line with Seth Crane, Union Commission, Hondo Livestock. Seth, how'd the sale go?
Ended up being all right there, Larry. 340 head is what we wound up with. Probably 65 head of Packer cows and bulls. Pretty good uptick in that market again this week. Lower yielding cows from 61 up to 90. Get on a top cow at $1.14, and be quite a few of those good cows bringing that $1.08 to up over $1.10 to 14. Bulls, the same story, 93 to 127. Bulls really dollaring out well. This cow market kind of translated over into the replacement market here. Had one pair at 1,200 and quite a few good bred cows today from 9 1/4 to 14.50. Thought there was quite a bit more demand on those cows. Calf and yearling deal still just outstanding. Thought everything got along really, really well. Calves all dollaring out good. Sure, a good time to be selling them. 2 to 3 weight steer, 250 to 370. 2 to 3 weight heifer, 235 to 348. 3 to 4 weight steer, 235 to 338. 3 to 4 weight heifer, 230 to 319. 4 to 5 weight steer, 230 to 318. 4 to 5 weight heifer, 2 1/4 to 288. 5 to 6 weight steer, 210 to 286. 5 to 6 weight heifer, seller from 205 to 248. 6 to 7 weight steers and bulls, $2 to 253. 6 to 7 weight heifer, $1.85 to 234. 7 to 8 weight steers and bull yearlings, $1.85 to 230. 7 to 8 weight heifer, 150 to 205. That special stocker feeder sale is coming up next week. Looks like we'll have somewhere around 600 head of wean cattle for that sale as of right now. So sure ought to be a good one. If we can help you in any way, feel free to contact us, 830-741-8061. Give me on my cell phone, 210-288-3960. And for updates and information, visit us on Facebook or HondoLivestock.com.
Thank you, Seth.
Yes, sir.
Neighbor, I'm Larry Marble for the good folks at DD Texas Outfitters. On the web, ddtexasoutfitters.com. They're at 516 East Interstate 10, Seguin, Texas. Call 830-379-7340. 21 days until the San Antonio Rodeo. Who's going this year? You need to dress right with the good items from D&D. What is in your rope bag? If you need a new one, whether it's team roping, calf roping, breakaway, you can find it at D&D. And D&D was a proud sponsor of the 2024 Guadalupe County live stream and their livestock show. And don't forget, if you like turquoise, you're a turquoise cowboys love her. D&D Texas Outfitters has got them. Handbags. Jeffrey's Livestock Marketing products for your show string. You can select and walk out with a brand new felt hat. Best hat fitters and creasers in the world. Or if you're a cap man, you got to get a bunch of hats for National Cap Day. That's DD Farm and Ranch. And remember, when it's cold, they've got blankets for your horses. DD, TexasOutfitters.com, D&D Farm and Ranch in Seguin. Neighbor, let's take a look at the grains and cotton courtesy of John Tuggle and Company, Corpus. Shorter look says Milo through Corpus in February, March plus 120, 10.05, Progresso 862, yellow corn to Corpus 497 3/4, Progresso 562 3/4, hard red winter wheat to Houston in February, March plus 30, 644, and we'll call Placido beans March less 90, 1106 1/4. 2009 bale of West Texas cotton 82.29 to 85.29. Neighbor, that's it for the best darn farm show in Texas. I'm Larry Marble, your neighbor. Neighbor, good day to you.